This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
And now the moment we've been waiting for is here.
Hey, I'm here for the big show.
This guy, Todd, does he make you laugh?
He's funny.
Yes, sometimes.
It's kind of a big show.
Okay, boys, hit it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr. Icicle. I'm Mr. Tenderlow. Friends call me Snow Miser. Whatever I touch turns to snow in my clutch. I'm too much. He's Mr. White Christmas. He's Mr. Snow. He's Mr. Icicle. He's Mr. Tenderlow. Friends call me Snow Miser. Whatever I touch turns to snow in my clutch. He's too much.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Kind of a tradition, the first snow of the year, we pull out the Snow Miser. Tonight on the show, we've got an update. Cars into buildings. It's been a busy weekend. The cars crashing into buildings. Had nothing to do with the snow, though I think the one this morning may have. But we'll get to that. Also, it's the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. One of my favorite story songs of all time, by Gordon Lightfoot. And I'll play a clip of that later, and I've got some other story songs. Maybe you've got a story song that you really like. 937-457-1290. We also have a current events quiz tonight. We're giving away a $50 gift certificate to the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill. That's exciting. So we'll do that just coming up after 5:30. But let's get to it. Cars into buildings. Oh, man.
In local news, a spectacular car crash. Car.
Well, this first one happened on Saturday. You know, last week we hit the century mark. We're at 100. If you haven't heard, 100 cars for the year into buildings. Or it could be trucks too, you know. This happened on Saturday at the Sunoco in Huber Heights on Brant Pike, just around 3:30. A van hit the gas station. Cops say an elderly man went to gas up his van. He misjudged the brakes for his gas pedal. Happens all the time. And jumped the curb and hit the building. Photos from the scene show damage to the front left of the business. The gas station manager says the deep freezer is broken because of the crash. That's not the beer cave, is it? Oh, no, not the beer cave. Medics checked the driver. He was allowed to leave the scene in his van. Guess he was okay. And part of the parking lot will remain taped off. And I had a number of people send that to me, so thank you for that. And then this one happened, let's see, this was in Clark County late Saturday night, about 11:50 p.m. Medics and troopers from the Springfield Post of the Ohio State Highway Patrol reported the crash on Fairfield Pike and South Tecumseh Road. It says, dispatcher told News Center 7 there was no entrapment or no injuries in the crash. Well, that's good. But this vehicle reportedly hit a house. So that would be 102. 102. And here's the third one, which of course would be 103. This was in Richmond, Indiana. Now, a lot of people ask, well, isn't that just Dayton? It's like, no, it's not just Dayton. It's the WHIO listening area. And I talk to people frequently from Richmond. I get emails. I get messages from them. The WHIO listeners are, many, many places. and Richmond was one of them. So we count that in our yearly count. This happened at Old Mill Christmas Crafts. Let's see. This is somewhere in Richmond. I've never been to. I mean, I've been to Richmond, but I don't remember ever seeing this place. But they posted themselves the bad news that looks like a Jeep of some sort, maybe SUV, Jeep SUV. Either way, crashed into the building right off the road. And I bet, I mean, you can see snow on the roof, you can see snow on the street, you can see snow on the car. So I'm wondering if, in fact, that is what led to the accident. I'm sure it did. Probably some slick spots. But that was 103. And speaking of which, I was coming to work today. Now, I'm fortunate enough that I have a garage that doesn't have a bunch of junk in it. And I can park in my garage. So when I walked out to my car today, it was nice and dry. There was no snow on top of it, no snow on the windows, none of that, right? So I leave my house, and I'm driving. I'm getting ready to get on to Spinning Road, and I'm in front of a car that is completely covered in snow. Completely covered in snow, except for the windshield, which is clear, but there's probably, I don't know, a half a foot of snow on the hood. This person just, knocked off the snow from the window onto the hood of the car. The back window, I mean, maybe there was 6 inches that was clean. And this happens, you see this all the time. And it got to the point where we're sitting there and I'm waiting, and I can't see if there are cars coming, but it doesn't appear that there are. So he's just sitting there, and I'm wondering, is he trying to just let the windows defrost? Is that what we're waiting on? So I didn't toot my horn, because we all know you shouldn't do that anymore. You'll end up shot. That's what police tell us. Anyway, so finally he pulls out and he starts inching down the road. I pull out behind. Then he pulls off into the fire station exit where the trucks come out. There's a fire station right there on Spinning. And he stops there, and I'm watching as I go by. You can barely see out of his car. It's like the first snow of the year. The first snow. Now, I guess maybe he wasn't prepared. Maybe it's a new car and he doesn't have a snow scraper yet. That happens a lot. People get a new car and they don't equip it for the winter. And then all of a sudden, the first day, they're like, oh my gosh, where's my snow? Anyway, yeah, that was something this morning. So yeah, we're at 103 for the year. And we do have an idiot of the week to talk about that also is...
You are a stupid idiot!
Driver related.
Parents are probably idiots too.
Idiot! Imbecile pig!
Wake up, idiot!
Silly dilly dokio. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's true.
Well, Ron Otto talked about this in the news, and I saw this today, and I thought this... if you drop something on the floor when you're driving, all right, even if it's in the middle of the day, don't be reaching around trying to find it, right? Or trying to grab something out of your back seat. You're feeling around, you're kind of twisting your body, you're contorting yourself, you're trying because you're bound to hit something. And that's what happened. And I think Ron said maybe the driver was 21. I think that's what he said. This happened Sunday morning around 3:45 a.m. And a Jeep Patriot was traveling on Old Orchard Avenue at Homewood Avenue when apparently, and the cops know this because after he hit the Audi QS, he told them, yeah, I dropped my phone on the floor and I was trying to find it in the dark at 3:45 in the morning. But he hit a car that had 4 people parked in it or sitting in it. Now, I've had this happen, or not I've had this happen. This has happened a couple of times where there's an accident in the middle of the night, very, very early in the morning, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and people who are just hanging out in a car somewhere end up getting hit. And I always wonder, like, what were 4 people hanging out in the car out the street at 3:45 in the morning doing? What were they doing? I always wonder, like, what's the rest of the story? What were they doing out there? But anyway, yeah. So if you drop something, just leave it. You know, you're not going to die if you don't have your cell phone on you, but you might die if you try to look for it in the middle of the car when it's dark.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
T-O.
Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
All right, everybody. Let's see. Where were we at this time last year? Today is November 10th. Let's see. November 10th. Well, a year ago tomorrow on the 11th, we hit 115. So we're still a bit behind, but I feel like there's momentum. Feel like some momentum. Oh no, Heather. I'm glad you're okay. Hope you're okay, right? Yeah. The snow certainly has a way of helping. Oh, geez. You know, they say that sometimes when you are in an accident like that, you don't really feel the injury until like the day after or a few days later. That happened I was in a situation like that, and it was actually my fault. Years and years and years ago, I tried to pass somebody and I drove into the side of a car that was turning left. I was very young and very impatient, and everybody was fine. And then like a couple of days later, one of the passengers had to go to the hospital because they started feeling extreme pain. And at first I thought it was just like, you know, bogus, but it wasn't. Are you putting the Christmas lights up?
I just looked at him and thought I need to find out which ones of these work now. But now that they're on, I think I'll leave them on.
I don't think it's too soon. We got snow on the ground, right?
And it's 32 degrees in the studio, so yeah.
We got naked news. Naked news. Is Harvey on? Yeah, I think Harvey's on. I'm going to use your story, Harvey, that you sent me.
A much colder night coming to the Miami Valley. We'll have the latest at 5:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Look, fellas, I gotta say, I love the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
First, we both get naked.
Let's get naked.
Why are you naked? I didn't know you were naked.
He saw me naked.
I think we should get naked.
Be naked.
I am naked.
Well, back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube, and we have some naked news. Shout out to Edgehead Harvey, who sent me this story. So this happened yesterday in Malibu, California. A guy carjacked a truck carrying a fleet of porta potties. So it's like a flatbed, I guess, trailer. It was hooked up to an F-150 or one of the big F1 whatevers. And the car, the truck is carrying these down the road. Well, there's an incident, and a guy pretends like he's got a gun, and he carjacks this truck carrying the porta-johns. So he's flying down the highway. He's doing his thing. And at some point, there's a crash. There's an accident. Now, during the trip, he does end up losing one of the porta-johns out on the highway. Ick. Right? Hopefully, nobody was behind him or following too closely. But anyway, after the crash, he wrecks the car. He wrecks the porta-johns, the whole deal. He flees on foot towards the beach. Now, this is in Malibu, right? So he's in Malibu, and cops show up. They can't find him. They don't know where he's at. Well, a TV helicopter that was following the chase spots him. And turns out the guy, when he fled, he took off his clothes and then jumped into the ocean and was bathing himself right there in the ocean. And that's where the cops arrested him. And he was given a towel. So there you go. Thank you for that. I mean, that had a lot of great elements, right? It had porta-johns spilling on the highway. You got a naked guy. You got the chase helicopter. Lot of good stuff there. Thank you, Harvey.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
T-O.
Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Oh man, $900 million. That's the tomorrow night, the Mega Millions. Brr, it's freezing in here. The heater is not working in our in radio. Hey, I have a question. You folks that were out this morning, did it appear as though the streets had been treated like ahead of time? Like, were they out spraying the roads with that brine stuff? Yeah, Mary messaged me on her way to work and said that it didn't look like any of the roads had been treated at all. Brr. Yeah, I wondered because of the rain if they were probably not able to go out and put that stuff down. I don't think anybody expected it to be as heavy as what it was. What'd they say? We were supposed to get like an inch, maybe. At least in our area down south. Up north, I know they were supposed to get a little more.
Nothing unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Everybody, could I have your attention, please?
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Now, hold on, dummy. Just you listen to me.
Now, listen to me carefully.
You boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk into the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed you. At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know you. The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. That, of course, Gordon Lightfoot and his classic, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That happened 50 years ago today in Lake Superior. 29 souls lost. And it became one of my favorite story songs. I guess you would call that a story song. I mean, a lot of songs tell stories, but I feel like this really gives a vivid account of the folks that were on that ship and what happened, right? And the aftermath. And so I came up with my list of my top 5 story songs. We're going to get to those in a second. However, we have a current events quiz, and we have a $50 gift card to the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill, where you got to try their loaded feta fries. Oh, my goodness. They look amazing. They look so good. Of course, they've got the Great Greek gyro, classic Greek salad, all kinds of good stuff. But if you'd like to take the quiz and win the $50 gift card, be the fifth caller right now at 937-457-1290. And you'll take the quiz and we'll hook you up with that gift card. So be caller 5 right now. All right, here's my top 5.
Give me 5, man.
I'll give you 5.
You're at number 5.
We're talking about 5.
There's 5, sir.
I'll give you 5.
5 chubby digits.
So if you have a favorite story song that maybe I don't mention, I'd love to hear it. 937-457-1290. Number 5 on my list, a classic Billy Joel, Piano Man. Man, I remember hearing that song when I was very young, and just the images that I saw while he was singing, in the smoky bar, people just mixing and mingling, kind of a dive bar sort of feel, right? But a piano guy, man. And then I remember seeing the video, and I was like, yep, that's exactly what I had in my head. Exactly what I had in my head. Number 4 on my list, this is a classic Johnny Cash song, A Boy Named Sue. And I love that so much. And it was written, if you didn't know, by the poet Shel Silverstein. And he's the guy that wrote that famous kids poetry book, Where the Sidewalk Ends. He wrote the lyrics to that. I'm assuming it was a poem first, and then maybe Johnny Cash put music to it, or somebody did. I don't know the background of that, but I really like that song. Number 3, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, we just heard, by Gordon Lightfoot. Number 2, I had this 45 record. I still have it. Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle. What a sad song. What a sad, sad song, right? And but it's a great song. And to many of us, it's relevant to our lives. And then my last one, and this is maybe sounds a little odd, but there's a song by Dan Fogelberg, Same Old Lang Syne. And I love that story so much. And it's about a guy who goes into a grocery store, and it's around the holidays, and he sees his old college girlfriend. And like his life went one direction as a musician, and she married an architect. Right. And just a nice, I love that story so much. And kind of ends, and it's snowing, and it's just it's a great song, but really dig those. So those are my top 5. If you got one, 937-457-1290. All right. We got Jacob and Troy. Hey, Jacob, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on tonight.
Of course. You want to take the current events quiz?
Absolutely.
Let's get it going.
Oh my God! Listen, everybody!
It's the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Can you answer the question?
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh?
Now, here's your host, Todd Hollst.
Sponsored locally by Titan Graphics.
Thank you very much, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz. Now, Jacob, you are playing for a $50 gift card to the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill. Have you ever been?
I have not, but I'm a huge fan of Greek and Mediterranean food.
Oh, yeah. You got to try it. I love a good gyro. Oh, man. I could put a smackdown on a gyro or 3.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I have.
Yeah. All right. So here's the current events quiz. I'm going to give you 3 questions and 3 possible answers, A, B, or C. Jacob, what's the answer every single time?
The answer is going to be C.
You are correct. You are correct. All right. Here's question number 1. Cops in Spain say a group of squatters illegally living inside a home brazenly installed A, moat, B, a cocktail pool to host parties, or C, a home alarm to keep others from breaking in their illegally occupied home.
Oh, man. Oh, this is a tough one. But Todd, I'm going to have to go with C.
Good choice. Yeah. I love it when the lawbreakers take steps to keep other people from breaking the law.
It's hilarious.
That's great. All right, here's question number 2. A woman in China trying to cure her back pain reportedly ended up with parasites after doctors say she, A, soaked in supposedly magical springs located next to a water treatment plant, B, laid in a bath of leeches, or C, ate several live frogs?
You got some real brain busters here.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm going to have to go with C, Todd.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Apparently, she heard a rumor that eating live frogs would cure back pain. Didn't work. All right, for the big win, here's question number 3. A 33-year-old woman from the UK nearly became permanently disabled after 2 bones in her neck popped into her spine while she was A, pole dancing, B, cheese rolling racing, or C, yawning.
Oh, man. Well, I'm a fan of consistency, so I'm just going to stick with C, Todd.
There you go. Good job. Yeah, she was holding her baby, her newborn baby, and the little cute baby yawned. And like many of us do when we see somebody else yawn, we yawn. But her yawn was so forceful, it popped 2 bones in her neck into her spine.
Oh, no.
That's crazy. And she didn't drop the baby, but one of her arms was stuck in the air for a good while before they could get her to the hospital. But congratulations, Jacob. You are the winner. You are the winner of that $50 gift card to the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill. Now, before you go, have you ever injured yourself in a stupid way like that?
Yeah, actually, I rolled over in bed one time and had to go to the hospital to get some back treatment.
Oh, no. Just from rolling over?
And you know what? I was in Europe at the same time, so I had to go to a completely foreign hospital and all that stuff. It was terrible.
Oh, man. I once pulled a muscle in my back tying my shoes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's painful.
That'll do it every time.
Painful. Thank you, Jacob. Hang on the line. We'll get your details and get that gift certificate to you. There you go. That's how you play the current events quiz, and we'll have another quiz tomorrow night. Let's talk to Brian in Dayton. What's up, Brian?
Yeah.
You're up.
Yeah. It was Easy-E, No More Questions.
Easy-E, No More Questions. That's a favorite ballad of yours?
A story song.
Story song. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Thanks. Hey, Mr. P in Beaver Creek. What's going on?
Hey, just wanted to put my 2 cents in. I think Lion Eyes is a great story. The musicality is amazing.
What was it? You kind of broke up there.
Okay. Lion Eyes.
Lion Eyes by the Eagles.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I agree with many of your top 5. I mean, Record the Gerald, also Dan Fogelberg's song, really amazing.
Yeah, that's good stuff. It
is. And then I love Edmund Fitzgerald's voice. He is amazing in that song.
Oh, you mean Gordon Lightfoot?
No, I think it's Edmund Fitzgerald has been the voice.
Wait, what? You're confusing me.
Uh-huh.
The song is the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh, I thought it was hit by the Cat Steve.
No. This that is Gordon Lightfoot singing the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Are we clear now? I think.
I think so.
All right, Mr. P. Thanks, buddy. I got to fly. There you go. If you got one, 937-457-1290. Yes, I know they're called ballads, but there's love ballads too. All right. I get it. I understand. I work in radio.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
They're called ballads. Ay.
Maybe give it to this guy because he was an Andrea Doria survivor.
Andrea Doria, isn't that the one they did the song about?
Edmund Fitzgerald.
I love Edmund Fitzgerald's voice.
No, Gordon Lightfoot was the singer. Edmund Fitzgerald was the ship.
You could fit 15 people in that bathroom.
I think Gordon Lightfoot was the boat.
Yeah, and it was rammed by the Cat Stevens.
Andrea Doria collided with a Stockholm.
Oh, man. That's hysterical.
From the McAfee Heating, Air, and Plumbing Studios, breathe easy, choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO FM Pleasant Hill, WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
A gas leak turns out to be carbon monoxide. We'll have that for you at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
I love the show so much.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Mr. P did it again. He crossed me up. I thought he just didn't understand what he was talking about. He's done that before on this show, and it's always a reference to Seinfeld, like some crazy reference or some other movie. He got me. He got me good. 937-457-1290. It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Let's talk to Stephanie in Kettering. What's going on, Stephanie?
Hey.
Hey.
So I'm a Harry Chapin fan, big
Yeah.
time. Grew up on my mom's music, and that was one of her favorites. Have you ever heard Mr. Tanner?
No, I've not heard that one.
It is a story, and it's not sad, but it's like beautiful. It's a story about a Midwestern, I think it's Ohio,
Okay.
clothing dry cleaner person. While he would hang up all the clothes and get ready for the customers, he would be singing, and he's got a really dark, deep baritone voice.
Okay.
And so some of his back singers sings, the baritone. And so in the story, a bunch of his friends had put together a bunch of money and convinced him to go to a radio hall in New York and perform. And he did. But because his song wasn't up to what the standards were at that time, he got a lot of criticism, and that's all he heard. So he went back to his cleaning store
Right.
and vowed never to sing again. But at night, when he was closing down the store, he would sing to himself.
Oh, wow. I just found it. I'm going to listen to it during the news here.
You should. And the quirky one, and I'm not going to tell you the story, but 30,000 pounds of bananas.
Okay.
My husband hates that song when I play it at a bar.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll have to play that one. I'll have to find that. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Have
Bye-bye.
a good one. That line's open, 937-457-1290.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Our next scheduled news in less than 15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's News and Talk. Depend on it.
If anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Just want the radio on. Okay, I see we need to kill 2 hours.
Who is this clown?
First name, Todd.
That show, off the radio.
Do you listen?
He makes me laugh.
You can hear for yourself.
5 o'clock every day.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
This one's for Stephanie, who just called in talking about this song by Harry Chapin. 30,000 pounds of bananas.
It was just after dark when the truck started down the hill that leads into Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, my.
Carrying 30,000 pounds of bananas. Carrying 30,000 pounds, hit it big jump of bananas.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. So today is the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which, everybody knows about, really, truthfully, because of that song by Gordon Lightfoot. I played a clip of it earlier. It's one of my favorite ballads. Yes, I know it's called a ballad. It's a song that tells a story. But I just thought it'd be kind of an interesting topic if you got a ballad that you really like. I mean, one of the first ballad songs that I remember, and I just now thought about this. There's a song, and I've got it on 78 RPM, like an old 78 record, that my dad used to sing to me when I was little. And I'm going to see if I can find it on YouTube here in a little bit. Actually, Ian, could you look this up on YouTube? The Preacher and the Bear. If you could find that. That's a great ballad song that my dad, you got it? You got it? Can you play it from there? Are you able to? Let's see. This is it.
That's gonna sound on guitar, dude. Sounds good down here.
I'll turn it off because you don't know what he's going to say. The story, I'm going to find it. I know it's on there, but it's a story about a preacher who went out walking. It was one Sunday morning. It was against his religion, but he took his gun along. He shot himself some mighty fine quail and one little measly hare. But on his way back home, he got chased by a grizzly bear or something like that. That's awesome. So if you got one of those, 937-457-1290. Daniel in Union City. What's up, Daniel?
Todd, how's it going?
I'm doing well. What's shaking with you?
Hey, not much. I wanted to chime in on the ballads.
Yeah.
And a little story about the lady yawning and breaking her neck or whatever.
Yeah, she had a story about a woman who yawned really, really hard, and it popped 2 bones in her neck, went into her spine, and she almost became permanently disabled.
Yeah, I did something like that when I fell asleep in a recliner one time. And when I woke up, when I got up out of the chair, I did something to my back, and it was so bad I couldn't even hardly stand up straight. And I couldn't hardly walk for 2 months.
Oh, my gosh.
Until one day, my son wanted to go snowboarding. I thought, well, maybe I won't, but I might. Anyways, we get there. We're going to snowboard down the hill there, the hill in Greenville at the park.
Right.
At the Masonic Temple. And so down at the bottom of the hill, there was this little jump. So everybody was taking a jump on the snowboard. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to give that a try.
Yeah.
So I'm going down the hill. I'm doing good. I hit that jump. When I hit it wrong, and the feet went up in the air, and I landed square on my back.
But
then it was just like magic. It's like, what? And I'm moving around, I turn, and I get up, and I bend it over, and I'm doing all this stuff, and I start jumping up and down and cheering and everything.
Right, yeah.
Landing on my back fixed that problem.
So maybe it was a slip disc, and you knocked it back into place.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Well, what's the ballad you wanted to tell me about?
Two of my favorite of all time are Charlie Daniels' Legend of the Woolly Swamp and Johnny Cash, One Piece at a Time.
Oh, yeah, that's a great song, too.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot, too. Awesome. Well, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Let's see. David in Miamisburg. Hey, David. Let me try that again. Hey, David. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I'm well. So you got a ballad?
Yeah, ballad. I'm sure someone's probably mentioned it already, but Harry Chapin's Taxi.
Taxi. No, nobody's mentioned that, but I on my list is Cats in the Cradle. And then Stephanie called in and she mentioned Mr. Tanner and this 3,000 pounds of bananas. And then this one, your Taxi by Harry Chapin.
Yeah, it came out before Cats in the Cradle. It's about this guy's driving a taxi and he picks up his old girlfriend. And she's married to, strangely and coincidentally, she marries an architect, kind of like in Santa Fogelberg's Fame Lang Syne.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was kind of interesting, but he was going to be a pilot. Well, he didn't get to be a pilot, and so it talks about how she's happy. They both got what they wanted because she's acting happy in her home because she's not real happy with the architect.
Right.
And he's flying in his taxi because he's using his tips to go out and buy beer and get stoned.
Oh.
And then in the song, she mentions they should get together sometime. And I think about a year or so later, he released a song about them getting together. That didn't go over too well. So
Interesting. So he's got a history of writing songs like that.
Yeah, he's probably one of the great balladeers, I guess, of our time.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Anyway.
All right. Thanks, David. Appreciate it, buddy. Let's see. We got Jeff in Kettering. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Hey, Todd, this is Jeff. Yeah, I had to chime in on Harry Chapin.
Yeah.
He wrote a song called Mr. Tanner, and he was a baritone, and he got a shot at the big time, but he didn't fare too well. And the lyrics are basically Mr. Martin Tanner, baritone, Dayton, Ohio, made his town debut last night. Blah de blah.
Was it from Dayton? Because we just had Stephanie, a listener, called and she mentioned that, and I went and listened to it on Spotify, but I didn't hear the mention of Dayton. But maybe I just missed it.
It was a different song. She had a different song.
Okay.
This one's called Mr. Tanner.
No. She mentioned that one as well. She mentioned Mr. Tanner and she mentioned the banana song. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah. But I'll go back and listen to it. Maybe I missed it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good song.
All right, cool.
Bad.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it, buddy. See ya. Let's see. We got Jordan in West Alexandria. Hey, Jordan, how you doing?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Well, that's good. What song do you have for us?
The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what got us on the topic tonight, because today's the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Wonderful. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Hey, I got a question for you. Do you remember the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, The Running Man?
No, I do not.
Okay, because that came out in 1987, and they've rebooted it, and the new version comes out this Friday. And I'm just curious if you remembered that one. I remembered it because I thought it was a pretty good movie, but one of the characters was a game show host, and it was It was the guy that used to host the Family Feud when I was growing up.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Used to kiss everybody.
Yeah. That's right. Richard Dawson was his name.
Yeah.
That's right. Used to kiss everybody. All right.
I'll have to check it out.
Thanks, Jordan. Thanks, buddy. There you go. You got a song 937-457-1290. Yeah. So The Running Man, it stars Glenn Powell. It comes out on Friday, and it's a game show where you have to stay alive for 30 days. And I remember that. I remember seeing that in the theaters when it came out in 1987. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the Running Man. And I want to say, I thought they were criminals. I thought they were all criminals that were participating in this. And they ran through this sort of messed up maze of, I think it might've been New York City. I don't remember, but, and they had to survive, and then they would go after each other, and then they would face, these super characters that were part of the game that were really violent. And I wonder if I'd be curious to know how it's going to play out, the reboot. The other thing that's opening on Friday, and my wife loves these movies. I'm sort of lukewarm on them. It's those Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The Four Illusionists. It's played by Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson. Is that Isla Fisher and Dave Franco? They play illusionists, and they put on these big shows. They're known as the Four Horsemen. And they've done 2 movies. I thought the first one was pretty good. I wasn't really psyched about the second one. But this is the third one, and that opens up on Friday. So some movies you can go watch, or just wait until they come on streaming like I do.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Spell it out.
T-O-double-D.
H-O-double-L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Now from the WHIO News Center, here are the 3 big things you need to know. A Columbus man is arrested accused of firing a shot at another car on I-71 in Warren County. The Senate could vote as early as tonight to end the government shutdown. And a food pantry holds a distribution in Miamisburg to help families during the government shutdown. Full details on these stories and more next scheduled newscast coming up at 6:30. I'm Ron Otto, WHIO Continuing News.
This traffic report is sponsored by Grismer Tire and Auto Service. Refresh your ride with
A limited Joe Burrow returns to the practice field. We'll have the latest at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Yeah, I love the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Yeah. Here comes the preacher. Well, the preacher went out a hunting. It was on one Sunday morning. It was against his religion, but he took a shotgun along. He got him a mess of mighty fine quail and one old scraggly hat. But on the way home, he crossed the path of a great big grizzly bear.
That's what it was.
The bear got down, looked ready to charge. The preacher never seen other quite that
My
large.
dad used to sing this to me when I was a kid.
Take that preacher along to say bye. The preacher, he run till he spotted a tree. Set up in that tree.
Jerry
By all
Reed
the
in his version.
By the time that bear made a grab for him, the preacher was sitting on top of that limb, scared to death.
Anyway, yeah, that was a good one. Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Today is the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And in my mind, one of the top 5 great ballads of all time, telling the story of the 29 souls that were on that ship that sank in Lake Superior in November 1975. Of course, that was Gordon Lightfoot and his song, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. But I threw it out there. Maybe you've got some ballads you like. Lene and Vandalia. What's up, Lene?
Hey, I'm here. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. So what do you got for us?
Well, we sang this as kids back in the 60s. It's actually from Jimmy Dean. It was called Big Bad John.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. Big Bad John.
Yeah.
In a very, very deep voice.
Fun. You could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245. Kind of broad the shoulder and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John.
Big Bad John. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lene. Appreciate that.
All right.
See, Josh in Inglewood. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Todd. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. I want to thank you and everyone on your show for doing what you guys do. So I appreciate you guys.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And then before I get to my ballad, I just want to give a shout out to all fellow veterans, and I hope they enjoy it tomorrow. And
yeah,
I want to know that they got someone if they ever need someone. So I'm rooting for every veteran and the families that support them.
Gotcha. I agree totally.
And that leads into my first ballad, the riding. Riding with Private Malone?
Okay. Yeah, somebody mentioned that, but I'm not familiar with that one.
It's by David Ball, I believe. It's about a guy that finds the car, buys it from an older lady, and it turns out I think it was her son or husband's car that he never made it back from the war, and so he bought it. And,
okay.
He ends up in a car crash, and they said, "Hey, I saw a soldier pull it out," and nobody got the name of the soldier, but he's like, "I'm pretty sure it was Private Malone."
Ooh,
So
that just gave me
it's kind of a
chills.
tearjerker, but yeah,
that just gave me a little chills there.
Yeah, and then the other one, I think someone mentioned already, Dan Fogel's same old.
Lang Syne, that's my number one. That is my number one ballad of all time. I love that. That's a great one.
There was another one I had, but I can't remember, and I'm sure there's plenty of them out there that are really good. So, but you guys have a great night and enjoy the weather.
Thanks, Josh. Take care, buddy. Yeah, that is a great song. I love that one so much.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up. Double D. Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
on WHIO. This is the station Dayton turns to first for live team coverage of breaking news. WHIO Dayton Springfield, celebrating 90 years of being Dayton's news and talk station. Depend on it.
I'm Ron Otto. Our top local story to Washington. The government shutdown continues, but the talking in the Senate also continues.
The Senate is trying to work out a time agreement to speed up this process and go right to final passage. They're in the middle of negotiations with some senators who want some amendments.
That's Fox's Aisha Hosni. The bill would fund the government through late January. A Columbus man is accused of shooting at a car on I-71 in Warren County Monday morning. A driver called 911 to say someone fired one shot into their vehicle near mile marker 40 just before 11 a.m. Troopers arrested 22-year-old Faison White near Kings Mill Road. He is now in jail facing a felony charge. No one was hurt. One area food pantry helping people in the Miami Valley affected by the government shutdown, God's Grace, holding a mobile food distribution today on North 9th Street in Miamisburg. It runs until 7:30 p.m. Guests should bring a photo ID. Another event is set for Wednesday morning at the Warehouse Mobile Food Pantry on Springfield Street in Dayton. City of Springfield's downtown Christmas tree has arrived.
The city posted on social media saying the holiday season has officially begun. The Holiday in the City celebration begins the day after Thanksgiving and continues into the new year.
News Center 7's Letitia Perry reporting.
This is WHIO Continuing News.
Some good news for Bengals fans. Joe Burrow is clear for a limited return to practice today. It will start a 21-day period that Burrow can participate in some on-field activities. Burrow has been on the injured list since September with a toe injury. Bengals are back off of a bye week, taking on Pittsburgh on the road this Sunday at 1. Now with the Miami Valley's most accurate and dependable forecast, your Storm Center 7 Chief Meteorologist Austin Chaney.
Partly cloudy sky out there this evening. We are quite chilly with temperatures in the middle 20s. Overnight tonight, additional snow showers may develop, especially along and north of I-70. Dusting to an inch possible. Low temperature of 21 degrees. On Tuesday, mostly cloudy with some lingering snow flurries. High of 37. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Chaney for Dayton's Severe Weather Station, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Our next scheduled news in less than 15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 at 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's news and talk depend on it.
This traffic report is sponsored by Grismer Tire and Auto Service. Expert brake repair you can trust. Make sure you can stop when you need to the most. Get a little peace of mind by making an appointment today with your trusted brake repair experts at GrismerTire.com.
Miami Valley freeways are all traveling at posted speeds. There are no accidents to get in your way. You should be able to get to where you're going on time so far this evening. I'm Will Harris, WHIO Triple Team Traffic.
Did you know that we're the only station?
I wasn't ignoring you. I just did notice that I had it up and I was looking at something else on I was reading a story. So sorry about that.
Unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
And now, with your permission, I'm going to do my stuff.
Could this day get any more fantastic?
Let's get on with it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube next Thursday. That would be the 20th. The Evening Edge is going to be live at All the Best Delicatessen, 5940 Far Hills Avenue in Washington Township. We were there back in September. Sold the place out practically. I don't think there was any place to sit for a while. But they're having us back. They had such a great time with the Edge Heads. They said, please come back. Please, please, please come back. So we're going to be there. 5 to 7, once again, that's next Thursday, the 20th. All the Best Delicatessen. And we'll be doing our show live, of course. They've got all these great specials, wonderful deli meals and, options. If you go look at their Facebook page, look at the comments, and the reviews, because they are off the hook. It's just really, really good. And that night, if you want, you can try the Hottie Toddy Kickin' Meatloaf Sandwich. I'm going to try one again. I love them. They're great. They're great. So join us next Thursday, the 20th. Michelle in Sydney. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. What's going on in Sydney? How much snow did you get?
I'm guessing about 3.5 inches, maybe.
Wow. All right.
Too much, in my opinion.
Yeah. Too early. A little too early.
Yes,
You know what I mean? Yeah. So what's happening?
Well, I was just calling in one of the songs, "The Battle of New Orleans."
Oh, now I've heard that song, but I don't recall the artist. Do you remember the artist?
I believe it's Johnny Horton.
Okay. The Battle
1959.
Okay, the Battle of New Orleans. I don't know that I've heard the title, but I can't recall.
Yeah, you have to listen to it. It's got a really good beat to it.
A good beat. All right. Well, I'll check it out. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate
You're welcome.
it. All right. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yep. Ben in Arcanum. What's going on, Ben?
Not much. Whenever I heard her say that song, 30,000 Pounds of Bananas.
Yes.
I was in the service, and I was stationed down in Gulfport, Mississippi. And just going into the service, you didn't make a lot of money. So we did some day labor stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the things we did was unload banana ships that came into the port.
Right.
I always got a kick out of hearing that song. I haven't heard anybody mention that song in 30 years.
Wow. And then you heard it tonight on the show.
And I heard it tonight on the show, and I thought, I got to call. That's just too odd.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I didn't know. This is kind of completely off the subject, but you were in the service, right?
Right.
And then, by the way, tomorrow's Veterans Day. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
But you had a second job. I didn't know that you could have second jobs when you were in the military. Is that?
Yeah, I did that a lot.
To
help supplement our income.
Well, no, I understand why I understand completely why you did it. I just didn't know that you were allowed to do that if you were stationed somewhere in your whatever branch you're in, that you could have a second gig.
Yeah, the thing about it is this was like a day labor job.
Right.
And you'd go down to the port, and they would tell you whether you're going to unload bananas or whether you're going to unload cow hides or whatever.
Right.
and stuff like that. They just paid you cash at the end of the day.
Ah, okay. So nobody really knew.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
a little under the
other
table.
Things too, but
yeah,
it was just I hadn't heard that song in 30 years.
Well, I'm glad you heard it. I'm glad you were listening tonight. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate your call, buddy. Have a good one. Let's see. Jeff and Dayton. What's up, Jeff?
Well, I just turned in, and I don't know that anybody's said this one, but it's my favorite. The Legend of Woolly Swamp. Charlie Daniels.
Yeah, somebody did mention that a little while ago, but I'm not, but you know what? I got to be honest with you. I'm not familiar with that tune. When he
in the woolly swamp way back in the middle of the woods. He never did a little harm to the world, but he never did do no good. People didn't think too much of him. They all thought he acted funny. The old man didn't care about people anyway. All he cared about was money.
That's awesome. You know what? That's even better than me and going and finding the song and playing it is having you, the Edgehead, sing it. I love that. I
spoke it.
Well, you spoke it. Yeah. I got you. See, when he said Charlie Daniels, I was thinking he was gonna say like the devil went down to Georgia. That's the obvious one, right?
That's too overplayed.
Right. Yeah, I got you. All right, Jeff. I appreciate your call, buddy. Have a good one. That line's open 937-457-1290. Somebody mentioned, because it is Veterans Day tomorrow. Someone mentioned Ballad of the Green Berets. That's a good one. We got some flying news here.
Do you know anything about planes?
So this is a crazy story. There's a United Airlines flight attendant, and she was flying on a plane from, let's see, it was a flight from San Francisco to London Heathrow. So that's a long flight, right? That's a long flight. This flight took place on October 17th, and this woman by the name of Margit Lake, she's 56. She's worked on United Airlines for over 2 decades. When they, I guess, landed in the UK, paramedics or somebody detected that maybe there was something up with this woman. Like maybe she had had a little too much to drink. Now, mind you, she is the flight attendant. She's not a passenger. She's working this flight from San Francisco to London. So paramedics were called, and they took her blood alcohol level. And this is where I'm going to show that I just don't. The whole metric system just never stuck with me. Like many of you, it didn't stick with you either. I know. I'm part of a very large, proud group that rejected the metric system. Anyway, let me just put it to you this way. In the UK, the legal limit for a flight attendant to be working is 20 milligrams of alcohol. That's what the story says. The UK legal limit of 20 milligrams for flight attendants. Her alcohol level was 216 milligrams. I don't know how you stand up on a plane when you're that drunk. But as soon as she got off the plane, they checked her, and yep. So after that, she resigned from her job, and she's faced legal proceedings because, that's like way over the top. But anyway, holy cow. I didn't think it would be legal for flight attendants to have any alcohol in their system. I know you can't if you're a pilot, but I would think the same would be kind of for flight attendants. I know that they're not in the same sort of scenario there, but if something goes wrong, you got to have your flight attendants, present and sober to deal with whatever emergency it might be. But man, oh man, legal's 20 and she had 216 milligrams. Whew. Let's see. Missy in Bellbrook. What's going on, Missy?
Hey there.
Hey.
So my favorite ballad would be Teddy Bear by Red Sovine.
Okay. I think I've heard.
It's an old country song. And it's about a little crippled kid who's on the CB radio. His dad used to be a truck driver.
Oh.
His dad died. And his dad used to take him on the truck all the time. But since his dad died,
Yeah.
of course, he can no longer. And all he wants to do is get back in the truck. So he's on the CB, and he always has to talk to the drivers.
So it's
and
what?
he's just wondering if somebody out there would bring him in.
Oh,
and
wow.
let him ride.
That's
and
nice.
before he knows it, his entire street is filled with semi-trucks. And as one would pick him up and, drop him back off, another would pick him up and go on. It's just a
Wow.
really cute little song.
So it's one of those sad, sappy country songs.
It is, country, yeah.
Yeah. Aren't they all that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. All right. Thanks, Missy. I appreciate it. Let's see. Mike in Springfield. What's up, Mike?
Hey, I got top three for you here.
Yeah, let's hear
They
it.
haven't been said.
Yeah.
But in honor of Veterans Day tomorrow is Ballad of the Green Beret.
Yep. That's I just mentioned that one a few minutes ago. Somebody else called in,
Oh, I'm
but that's
sorry.
that's okay. That's okay. That's a good one.
Number two, my all-time favorite is Paradise by the Dashboard Light by Meatloaf.
Oh, yep. We had a number of people mention a couple of songs by Meatloaf on the live stream. Yeah.
All right. And then Hot Rod Lincoln by originally by Charlie Ryan.
Hot Rod Lincoln.
You never heard it? Got some cover versions done. It got a reboot back in the 70s and kind of faded away again.
All right. Well, I'll check it out during the commercial break.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. That line's open, 937-457-1290. If you're just joining us, the reason we're talking about these ballads is today is the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It happened in Lake Superior 50 years ago. 29 people lost their lives. 29 souls were on board. And that song that Gordon Lightfoot did, one of my favorite ballads of all time, just tells a really vivid story of the people that were on that ship. And he talks about the cook and he talks about the captain. And towards the end, he's talking about the families that lost people. And it's become such a, it's just this historic, mythical, but it's real, obviously. But it's such a great, great song, and that's in my top 5. So that's why we're talking about. Sometimes when we talk about these sort of things on the show, I know that people are tuning in at different times, and they're like, "Why are they talking about that?" Well, that's why.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
William, that sounds good. Mongolian meatloaf, bed of rice, Mongolian sauce, toasted sesame seed drizzle. Man, that sounds good.
The McAfee Heating, Air, Plumbing Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
Grab another blanket tonight. It's going to be cold. We'll have the latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let's get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
My pappy said, son, you're going to drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln. Have you heard the story of the hot rod race with the Fords and Lincolns was setting the pace? That story is true, I'm here to say. I was driving that Model A. It's got a Lincoln motor and it's really souped up. That Model A body makes it look like a pup's got 8 cylinders and uses them all. Got overdrive.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. We're talking about ballads, favorite ballads, songs that tell really vivid stories. Today's the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which, of course, Gordon Lightfoot turned into a monster hit and memorable song. 937-457-1290. Real quickly, David in Beaver Creek. What's going on, David?
How you doing?
Good. What's going on, man?
So the one song that I can remember from a kid was Johnny Horton, Battle of New Orleans.
Yeah, somebody else mentioned that one too. Yeah, that's a good one. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's a good one. That's a good one. I appreciate it. I should put together like a playlist of all of these, right? All of these ballads and just put it out there so people can listen to. All right, David, thanks. I appreciate it. Have a good one. All right, folks, there you go. That's the show. Let's just wrap it up. We could get more snow tonight. Not a lot, but very good chance that tomorrow morning the roads are going to be slickery. Slip, slick, slickery. Why are you looking at me that way? You don't like the idea that it could be slickery, or you don't like the word slickery? Okay, all right. Well, thanks for listening. You can find the podcast at eveningedgetodd.com and many other podcast platforms. Plus, you can go back and watch the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Hey, it's been cold today. It's going to be cold tomorrow. But guess what? Friday and Saturday and Sunday, temperatures in the low to mid 60s. That's Ohio for you. Have a great Tuesday night. We'll be back tomorrow just after 5 here on the Evening Edge.
So that's it?
I'm afraid so.
That was exciting.
But I've heard enough of this weird crap. We'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all for tonight, folks.
All right, we'll see you next time. So pull the plug already.
All right, everybody. Have a good night.